Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We are back for some more of the Persona 4 Golden Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we have went and did most of all the social link building as well as we can. But now for what is going to happen here is that we have now finally reached off to April 27th, the day of us having to go and reach back over to the TV world to go and hopefully try to save out with Yukiko. Now, there is going to be an expiration date, and that expiration date is going to be April 29th. So just kind of make sure to go and keep that in the back of your head, and same with myself as well too, since I am going to be playing throughout our way here of what Yukiko's castle is going to be, because if you don't go and save out Yukiko by April 29th, there is going to be a problematic issue, and I don't think we really want to go and have that type of problematic issue, because I want to make sure that throughout our way here of this game is that we try to at least save as well for everybody that's going to be happening within the TV world. Now, since it is during the time right now that it is going to be raining and also be some fogginess going on as well, you may probably want to go and head back to that one particular restaurant that's around over here in the shopping district where we went and got those steak skewers. Well, if we go and head back over to there, we will be able to go and find an exclusive item that is going to be here within the rain, and that is going to be known as the Super Croquette. And you can only grab this only during the time before you go and start reaching off into the I want to say into the TV world aspect. So I think for right now is going to go and have to head all the way back to where the Junes department store is going to be. That is our main location to go to, and we're going to get everybody met up around within this time. And it is pretty nice now, so since we went and did most of our social link building, most of our characters should at least be somewhat okay for when this dungeon is going to be happening here. Now, speaking about with Yukiko's castle, we are going to be running into a situation where the dungeon is going to be completely different. Now, if you guys remember back when we went and first headed on into Yukiko's castle, we went through like different amount of floors. Well, those floors that we went and saw from before are not going to be the same type of floors as we went in, well, for us to go and head on into now, because it's going to be like in a way of like how Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is going to be, is like if you ever do decide to come back to like a previous like type of dungeon area that you went into the last time, well, the whole entire floor is going to be completely different, and we're going to have to go and try to find another way on how we could go and reach out into the stairs so that we could go and try to head up into the other different levels. Now, there is going to be a certain level that's going to be happening around on like the 5th floor or something, and I want to say that Shadow Yukiko is going to start kind of taunting us, or well, not really taunting us, but more so kind of screwing our plans over every so often within the 5th floor, because every time that we try to walk around somewhere, the floor is going to basically kind of shift around itself, and we're gonna have to try to find another way on how the where the doors are going to be. Now, Teddy will be out here, not to worry. He will go and try to find the scent of where Shadow Yukiko is going to be. So if you ever do go and find a door somewhere and Teddy goes and says something about like, hey, there seems to be like a place that we may probably want to go and head on into with, that's where we're gonna have to go and reach on into here. Well, here are some new enemies. We got some of these type of fish enemies here, and I don't think these guys are really all that too bad to begin with, because like since it is like somewhat of an early dungeon here, we should be able to just go and destroy those guys, no problem. All right. I don't think I ever heard that OST before, but that's also pretty cool. Yeah, I have to say, any type of OST that's here in Persona 4 is just absolutely amazing. And it's awesome that I also do have the CD and the soundtrack for this game as well, because I got this with my bonus game of the PS2 back in the day. But there we go. So already when I knocked out with those enemies there, and let's see what we got for a chest. Got some with a revival bead. Now that's something that you may probably want to keep for like other certain like mini bosses or any type of enemies that are going to kind of give you a problem. So we're not going to have to go and try to use that all that much. But here we go. We finally made it all the way up into the 2nd floor. Now, mind you, just let you guys know that there is going to be quite a bit of some editing here, so I'm not going to show you guys every single type of floor that I'm going to be diving on into with all this much. But hey, it looks like we found Shadow Yukiko here. So are we going to have to go and get into another confrontation battle, just like how we did before, like what was going on when we went and fought around with Yusuke and also with Chie out here?
I wonder
Oh yeah, so basically Shadow Yukiko right now is still kind of like in this type of like state where she's kind of thinking that like she's still in her own little TV show world right now, because if you guys remember a few episodes back we did go and see Shadow Yukiko, and she was basically like just going off and talking about how she wants to go and find her Prince Charming, and she's still on that type of state right now.
Go further.
That just seems very scary right there. I don't know. If we keep on going much further in, we'll probably be running into some other crazy enemies that are going to be here, but that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be showing you guys all the new other enemies that are going to be facing around out here in this point in time.
Talking about, I'm Yukiko.
Uh-oh.
Yukiko is me. No! Don't tell me. Are you? Where's the real
Well, we'll have to find that out at another point in time. Yeah, and the more times that we go and try to make these shadows more aggravated, the more annoying that these guys are going to probably become, it seems like.
Hey, wait! That clearly wasn't the real Yukiko. It had to be.
I think it was. It must have been.
Well, that is could be true as well, because I know that we kind of seen like a split part of like both with Yusuke and also with Chie at the same time, right?
Real Yukiko wants to show us something. I can feel it. It's hard to explain. It seems like she has a strong connection to this castle. This is a lot more dangerous than I thought.
Oh no, we can't just go and let Chie just go off by her own.
Again. Damn it,
Well, we already been saying that already since like the very beginning of this time when we went and saw Chie around over here in this place. Because if you guys remember, this is the same type of area that we went and saw around, I think, Chie around over here within her shadow form state, if I can remember. But now we're going to be going up a little bit more further. Now, technically, if we were actually doing this a few days before, we would actually be heading on into this type of situation right now and going through this floor. But I think it's just much better is that you want to kind of actually wait a little bit instead of heading on into this, well, for this type of floor very early, because you want to make sure that you build up on all your different social link skills and other things of that type of nature, because I want to say, like, the mini-boss here and also with the other main boss that we're going to have to go fight off with Yukiko is going to be a little bit of a hassle. So you may probably want to go and at least try to bump up all your stats as well beforehand. Alright, so there we go. So now we're just going to kind of light up on all of our different attacks on the new enemies there. Now, there is going to be a new level that we'll be getting ourselves with, and that's going to be for Chie there, and with her persona has a Bufu, which I don't know if that's like a moveset type of move or something that can be put onto that persona, but that's something important that we may possibly want to go and use later. I think potentially for the mini-boss, or is it something for actual Shadow Yukiko? But I know that the mini-boss here for this area is going to be weak to fire, and we're going to be needing a persona that's going to be having a little bit of some extra help, hopefully, and now, we do have this thing known as the shuffle time, which that will be something that will be happening in some aspects, in some ways, because anytime that you go and battle out with some of these different enemies here, you'll be able to run into a shuffle time where you can be able to boost up on your EXP, or you could go and boost up on your money, or you could even go and have these specialty cards where you don't have to get yourself physically attacked by any of these enemies on the floor, kind of like almost like a repel in this area. Now we got ourselves with the golden one of these guys, and I think these guys are pretty rare, but if you could go and knock them out pretty quickly, you can get yourself some pretty nice good rewards from these guys. So let's go and see how well I can go and do this. So we're going to go and kind of help out with Chie there for a little bit, get her defenses a little bit more raised up. No, unfortunately, with these gold guys here, they're going to be taking a little bit more extra hits than from before when we saw these guys in their regular states. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't really go and do any type of changing right now at this point, so we're going to have to kind of go and just stick with what we got for right now. Yeah, we haven't really used our fusion persona yet, so it's going to be pretty nice that we get to go and try to use this in action. So now we're going to go and pile on this enemy, and we're going to go and do a tons of crap amount of damage right there. And finally, that guy's already down and out. So now we got the shuffle time, and this is where we want to make sure that we get one of the specialty cards, and that is going to be with Ukobok. And Ukobok is something that you may possibly want to actually have within your persona listings, because with the mini boss here that is weak to fire, we're going to be needing that persona quite a bit often for what's going to happen within there. And look at that, and not only that, but with that gold guy, we're gonna get a lot of like type of EXP going on for what's happening. Wow. So not too shabby, and we got ourselves with the Bufu move, so very nice. So we're able to go and do that right there. Now, if you guys remember, we do got all these chest keys here, and you don't want to go and use up too much of your chest keys because you don't know what exactly you could be grabbing with some of these golden ones. But we do have now with some sort of wind type of Vow, which I think we could go and probably give that to one of our people out here. Don't know if that item is going to be somewhat handy enough for us, but hey, you know what? Anything could be possible to go and help out with for what we do need. Now, within all these different battles, we're going to be getting a lot of money, which that's going to be really helpful for us a little bit later. Because then we can go about all new weapons, all new medicines, and other things, which that could be really great for us. So here we are now. We finally jumped into the 5th floor. Now, this is where things can get really, really, really annoying. Is now you kind of have to judge exactly where exactly Yukiko is going to probably be, because if you go and start jumping into like other different places here, you're going to get jumped around to other different areas, because this whole place is going to shift around. And just like that, we're going to be running into that problem now. Yeah, it's really annoying here on the 5th floor. I think it's just all RNG, and you just kind of have to just guide yourself to exactly know where to go, because unfortunately this whole area shifts around every single time. It's so annoying. But we will be able to go and find a way out of here soon. Not to worry. But at some point, we'll get it. We just got on one of these battles here, so let's just go and knock them down. Now, here are some new enemies right here. We got one of these type of weird cube monsters. Now, you want to be careful with these type of cube monsters, because if you don't have any medicine with you out here, these guys could do a crap ton amount of damage, because they are literally like Voltorbs out here. They can just go and absolutely go for a move known as the Last Resort and blow themselves up and cause up a lot of damage. So you want to make sure that you get them out of here as quickly as they can, because like even if it's just only just one of them by itself, they will literally go and explode out at any point in time. Oh my god, yeah. You guys can just imagine about how annoyed I was just trying to go through this 5th floor, because every time this area just gets shift and shift and shift around until at some point you finally find the dang door, and then here you go. Okay. Finally made it to the mini boss. And I think the good thing is that after this, we'll make our way on out of this dungeon, and then we can go and save up after. Now, you want to make sure that you at least have this item known as the Gomo or Goho or something. I can't remember what the actual item is, but it's basically like an escape rope or like an escape type of item to go and use, and you can use that during an actual dungeon, and you can escape from the dungeon, and you can go and do all types of saving, or if you want to get out of the TV world and go and buy some extra stuff beforehand, you can go and do that. So yeah, so now I'm just kind of looking through all of our different items that we have went and picked up so far, and I think we're just gonna have to just kind of stick with what we kind of have at this point. So see what we got. All right, so 125. Let's see what Yusuke did at least somewhat okay. Well, for us, I think what we're going to do is... I think we're going to probably have to change around with our personas at some point here, I think, right? Yeah, we're going to have to go into Ukobok, because we're going to need him, because he is the one that has the fire-type moves. Now, at least the good thing is that we go and use this fire-type move, we can actually get him in a much critical state. Alright, so here we go. Let's go and pile up on this guy. This should be really simple now. There we go. We're almost done. Oh, he has a red wall, so now unfortunately he's just going to be setting up a fire-resistant type of spell out here. So even if I want to go for this Agi move, which I am doing right now, it's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. And there goes with the Skewer move. Oh, almost there. Oh, now he's powered up his attack there. That's not good. There we go. Yusuke went and got the last part off. And we did well. Nice. So now we're all the way up to level 10. Is that what I just saw there? Nice. And we also learned resistant fire.
Another level for me.
Maca Jam. That's an interesting move right there for that level. Alright, and there we go. Got ourselves with the glass key. So we want to make sure that we keep that glass key with us because we're going to have to go and use that at some point later, which I think that will actually take us right to Yukiko herself to do that shadow battle. Yeah, so now Teddy is going to be letting us know that if you ever feel tired, you should probably go and head back to the save point that's going to be around back at the very beginning of the area. And I think that should be, I think, a better enough. Well, I think that is going to be a better idea because I don't want to have to go through having to restart that whole entire mini boss battle and having to go through this annoying forsaken 5th floor room of just having to just get like completely transported around out here and just trying to judge exactly which type of door I have to go and open up with. So now we just go right into the item menu, and this is where I'm going to try to figure out if we have any type of escape ropes at this point in time, and I think we do. But I think pretty much enough good said is that we could potentially just go and just end off the episode right here, right now while we're at it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching with everything here that has to be done within the Persona 4 Golden Let's Play. It has been fun. At least we went and taking care of the mini boss battle that we already just went and did. And now for what's going to happen next is that we're going to have to go and continue onwards throughout Yukiko's castle in the next time, but I do want to make sure that off recording I go and make sure that I go and buy some extra more medicine and items before that actually does happen. But see you guys then, and of course, peace.